was really pleased with the work we put in collectively as a unit. We got a bunch of hungry guys out there, and I think going against that offense, the offense really helped us and has prepared us for the season. Just the different things we're seeing, the mentality they have, they've done a really good job. So we're in a really good spot. Of course, we got a game coming up, so we got to hone in on what we're doing and just get down everything that we want to do as far as a defensive standpoint. But until then, we're going to keep putting in the work, and you'll see the finished product on September 1st.
How does the team benefit from battles for starting jobs like at middle linebacker, safety?
Yeah, for sure. I was in a battle a couple years ago, and it really pushes you every day because you can't rest. So if you want that spot, you got to be doing anything in your power to get it, and it just makes you better, not only yourself, but it makes the guy you're competing against better, but it also makes the defense better because it allows you to have two guys who are prepared to go in there at any given moment. So it definitely it does a lot.
PJ, the last time we talked to you, you were talking about passing the conditioning test and major hurdle. You've gone through training camp now, people leaning on you, doing that. How did that go? How are you feeling?
For sure. It's been great, man. Definitely the first couple of days I was out there, I was getting back comfortable, getting my wind back because, conditioning tests ain't the same as football conditioning. So, definitely I feel great, man. I felt like I had a really good camp, one of my better camps. But at the end of the day, I'm taking it day by day. The goal is to be ready for September 1st. It's coming up, so I got to continue to get better. And if I do that, everything else will take care of itself. So I feel really good.
Do you think about?
Were you able to pick up differences in Manning's defense in terms of pressure? Like, does it feel different in practice, more aggressive, anything like that?
Coach Proud was aggressive as well. Coach Diaz just, kind of took it to a whole nother level. Both were great coordinators. I love Coach Proud. I've said this many times, but, he's all about playing on the other side of the line of scrimmage. He's all about getting turnovers. So his mentality really, hits home with defensive linemen and defense as a whole because we want to cause havoc. So, like I said, we got a lot of work to do until September 1st, but we're right on track with where we want to be as a defense. So.
PJ, when we talked at Big Ten Media Days, you mentioned not knowing how you'd react to people sort of falling around your leg until it happened.
Yeah.
Has it happened enough for you? And
Yeah, man. I tell you what, the first time I was like, oh, man, I'm hurt again. But nah, I that's part of it. That's part of this journey. I told y'all it's just another box I got to check. So, each and every day, whether it's someone falling on my leg or whatnot, I'm gaining more confidence just taking day by day. So, but at the end of the day, I feel like I've had a really good camp. I'm in a perfect spot right where I want to be. So I'm just keep getting better, and that's that.
What are the boxes left to check then?
Really, for me, just continuing to develop my craft, hone in on that, really just what I want to keep taking out of my game, what I want to put in my game, continue just to focus on the little things. That's really what it's about for me, just focusing on the little things, fine-tuning that, and also being a leader for this defense. So, it's not too much at this point because we've already pretty much put in the work. So the little things and the small details like that, we'll do that, and then we'll get ready to go.
PJ, you were already a leader last year, but after dealing with the injury, you come back with a new perspective. What do you think you've learned most over the past year?
Don't take this for granted, man. This game is so special. I've been playing it my whole life. As for the guys I'm with, just being in, even when camp's tough, stuff like that. Even when you're tired and you're hurting, I don't take it for granted no more because I see how quick it can be taken away from me. So I just love the game and I appreciate it that much more. And it's definitely helped me on my on playing when I'm playing because I'm just going that much harder than I was in the past.
How have you changed as a leader over the last couple of years, especially going into the season you're final?
It really stems from my injury. I'm able to really, guys were able to see me going through something. What I'm saying? I wasn't just PJ the football player. I became PJ the person, and they got to see that side of me. So, for that, I gained a lot of experience. They got to see that, and we grew from that. They helped me, and it just brought us together. So, I can relate to guys when they're going through an injury and stuff like that. So, really just kind of that bond. It really grows me with my guys together that much more.
Are you still PJ the up back on the punt formation?
We'll see. We'll see.
This is the third straight year you'll open on the road against a Big Ten team. What have you guys learned about the first two times that maybe helps you better prepare for this one?
Yeah, it's special, man. I tell you what, this is what you work for in the off season, for real. I mean, what better way to really put it all on the plate than go out there against a Big Ten opponent? So I think it's special. It's a great opportunity for not only us but Purdue as well, and we can't wait to go out there and put it on the show. It's going to be exciting. They got a great football team. So, like I said, we're all really excited because this is what we've been working for.
Coach Franklin talked about you guys have a pretty good idea of what your identity is, what you want to be about, what you want people to see. In your words, what does that look like?
For me, man, just playing with passion, just playing with that hunger, having that fire burning inside of you. These past 2 seasons haven't gone the way we want them, and we got to use that as fuel and we got to use that as motivation. But at the same time, understand that we can't live in the past. We got to live in the present. And what we have right now, we got to go out there and get the job done with it. So that's our mentality, man. We're definitely a focused team right now. I love what I'm seeing, and we're just going to keep getting better. Like I said, we're not playing today, so until then, we're just going to keep working.
What can you tell us about the ends? The defensive tackles, I'm sure you're pretty in tune with. Sorry. But what about the guys on the outside? What can you tell us about them and what you expect from them week one?
Man, they're fast. Dude, all them dudes are fast, man. The speed they got is something like I've never seen before. So they're fast. They're physical ends. They're definitely going to help us inside with getting the sacks we want and the pressures we want because they're going to be able to run by guys. But it's a great group, man. All those guys. You go down the list. It's not just the 2 starters. It's all those guys. So it's going to be. We're going to be able to play complementary football.
PJ, you played a lot of football here. You know what you're capable of on the football field. Last year, going through that adversity, what did that teach you about? What did you learn about yourself as a person, PJ?
Man, I always say it like I thought I was a tough person mentally. I thought I was sharp, but I don't know, man. I went to some places and you got to really see who you really are. So, but at the end of the day, I'm better from that. I'm definitely more mentally tough than I was before I got hurt. So I can appreciate that from the injury. That's probably the biggest thing I've learned is just how mentally tough I am now and how mentally sharp I wasn't back then. So,
was there a low point, and if there was, can you tell us when it was and how you came out?
Man, all the time. Yeah. I mean, there were a couple, but really, just going through the whole process. The whole process was tough, but for real, I'm just ready to put that behind me and just go play football with these guys.
How excited are you for next week?
Super excited. Man, that's what I, as well as my teammates, have been waiting for, preparing for, and really just working for. So, ready to go put it on the line and play some good football.
One last thing. 2 more. Do you have any limitations next week?
No, absolutely not.
Does this feel more important to you this season opener than others because of the injury last year?
I wouldn't. Man, because they've all been important, man. Because anytime you're playing a Big Ten opponent, week one, it's important. I definitely tell you, I'll appreciate it a lot more. Might be a little bit more nervous than I have been in years past, but once we get that first hit, it'll be out the way.
Do you feel more emotional about it?
Oh yeah, for sure.
How would you describe the impact of Manny Diaz so far?
Huge, man, huge. He's a ball of energy. His defensive philosophy, just like I tell everybody, it's what we do as defenders. We cause havoc and disruption, and he loves doing that. So we appreciate his defense, and we're ready to rock and roll with it.
You guys have there's been a lot of talk about the meshing of those 2 philosophies. You guys already have in place here. Has it been a big group so far that has kind of stood out, just kind of running his defense?
D-line, I'm biased. You know what I'm saying? D-line's done a phenomenal job, man. I'll tell you what, we're just going. We're not waiting. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that we didn't do that in previous years, but we're getting upfield. We're causing havoc, and we've done a really good job. Defensive end, defensive tackle, it doesn't matter, and it doesn't matter who you put out there. They've done a phenomenal job. I'm a little biased, but as a defense as a whole, man, everybody's done a really good job.
Are a lot of you going to play on the D-line? Is it going to be if this is a scheme question, I apologize, but is everyone going to be involved at both positions?
I think we got phenomenal depth. I think that's what makes this year different than years past. You're not going to see guys play, close to 80, 90 snaps a game, because we got talent, and that's our dream too. Because we want to be fresh when we go in there, because offensive linemen, you know, they're not fresh. They're always out there. So, you know, we definitely have great depth. I'm excited for everybody who hasn't had much of a role in years past to be able to showcase what they got because, you know, we got some dogs in there.
Seemed like